Isaac and his mother lived alone in a small house on a hill. Isaac kept to himself, drawing pictures and playing with his toys as his mom watched Christian broadcasts on the television. Life was simple, and they were both happy. That was until the day Isaac's mom heard a voice from above. "Your son has become corrupted by sin. He needs to be saved." "I will do my best to save him, my lord," Isaac's mother replied, rushing into Isaac's room, removing all that was evil from his life. Again the voice called to her. "Isaac's soul is still corrupt. He needs to be cut off from all that is evil in this world and confess his sins." "I will follow your instructions, Lord. I have faith in thee," Isaac's mother replied, as she locked Isaac in his room, away from the evils of the world. One last time, Isaac's mom heard the voice of God calling to her. "You've done as I've asked, but I still question your devotion to me. To prove your faith, I will ask one more thing of you." "Yes, Lord, anything," Isaac's mother begged. "To prove your love and devotion, I require a sacrifice. Your son Isaac will be this sacrifice. Go into his room and end his life as an offering to me to prove you love me above all else." "Yes, Lord," she replied, grabbing a butcher's knife from the kitchen. Isaac, watching through a crack in his door, trembled in fear. Scrambling around his room to find a hiding place, he noticed a trapdoor to the basement hidden under his rug. Without hesitation, he flung open the hatch, just as his mother burst through his door and threw himself down into the unknown depths below.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to ZoopSoul's The Binding of Isaac, Wrath of the Lamb. How is everyone? I hope you've had a splendid weekend. If you're watching this and it's not the weekend, I apologize. Who are we going to take? There's so many hidden characters in this game to choose from. As you can see, we've unlocked, I believe, all of them. Most of the time, you can tell by the various things that they start with that they are quite different, at least to start. Sometimes they end up being not so different. For instance, Judas and Samson start with the same amount of hearts, and they start with the same speed. But as you can see, only 2 bars for the sword, as opposed to 4 bars with Judas. And everyone starts with their own separate item. The Book of Belial, for instance, will do additional damage. And Bloodlust will, whenever you get injured, it'll make you absolutely just shoot up steroids right into your pecker, and boom, everything goes off from there. We're going to be very basic. We're going to take little Isaac, who starts with nothing and dies with nothing. Curse of the Labyrinth automatically makes the current stage into a XL stage. And if you don't mind, pardon this interruption, we're breaking down the 4th wall while I turn down my personal audio. Much better. And the 4th wall, ladies and gentlemen. See, look, there's a little mouse going around on the screen. I don't even know. This is my first time using Camtasia. I'm not sure if you'll even see that mouse. If you do, I apologize. And you're probably not going to be able to pay attention to the screen because you're going to see this little thing right over here in the corner. As you can see, some of these rocks right here, I'll show you an example. If you blow any of these up, nothing's going to happen. But see, this one right here, is slightly a different color. We're going to go ahead and blow that up. And it gives us soul hearts. Now, there's been 1,000,002 playthroughs on YouTube of The Binding of Isaac. So this is probably the 8,000,000th Let's Play, Talkthrough, whatever you want to call it, of the game. I'm doing this my own style. It's just going to be me trying to beat this game. I've done it before. I'll do it again. But it takes a lot of luck. I'm going to treat this as though you know nothing of the game. In other words, I'm making this for Brian Sulphur, Brysulf. And, because he's dumb. The soul hearts, as you can see up by this meter right up here, you can see my life. I have 3 solid hearts and 1 soul heart. A soul heart, whenever it goes away, it's done. It's no more. Whenever you lose some of the actual health meter, you can use these guys right here to refill some of your health. But with the soul heart, no, it's one and done. Whenever it runs out, it runs out. These things spit spiders, and as you can see, the block right here next to us is one that we could actually bombard again. And the spiders take 2 hits for most characters right off the bat. And as you can see, these spider creators, I absolutely do... there goes 1/2 of our soul heart. I absolutely do not know the name of any of these things. I don't plan on learning the name. I'm sorry for all you purists out there. Spider makers is what I'm going to call them. More spider makers over here. Get rid of that spider real quick. Most often than not, with the spider makers, it is much easier to shoot them a little bit before taking care of the spider. That way they won't start immediately pumping more out like a Catholic woman. Boom! 2 soul hearts. Now we have 2.5 because I lost 1 because I was too busy talking and not playing the game. Of course. You'll notice, by the way, that with the Curse of the Labyrinth, it says Cellar XL on the bottom of the screen there. That means that this is going to be twice as big as your normal starting stage. And to get some upgrade items, we're going to have to use keys instead of just 1 automatically being unlocked for us from the start. So not the best stage to start on, I would say. I actually like the XLs later on in the game, but that's another story here, and it's neither here nor there. As you can see, by the way, these guys are just sitting there, and they're all kind of creepy, and they're like, hey, look at me, and then all of a sudden they start chasing you. The one who's smiling, he's just going to walk casually, because, you know, it's like, oh, I got blood dripping on my ass, it's fun. These guys are kind of tough just because they get extra close to you, and they try to suicide bomb you. I didn't even make a jihad joke there, because I'm not a racist. We have both locked doors, the locked doors, and got hit there in a very stupid fashion. Locked doors always lead to an item. As you can see, this one, my little unicorn. Whenever we use this, we basically become invincible. Think of it like a star in Super Mario Brothers. And this right here is a doctor's remote. It's I'll get it and show it to you. It's one of my least favorite items, though. Whenever you use it, you can place where you want that to blow up. It's a lot easier with like stationary enemies. Yeah, we're not going to see too many stationary enemies. That was a poor choice of 2 items to get to start off with, because now that's 2 of our items that we're actually going to get in the game. We're only going to use 1, and it may only be a temporary solution. It's not the best to get either. These chests right here, you can just open them up by touching them. They don't cost any keys to open. The gold ones will cost a key. The red ones are basically all or nothing. You'll either get enemies out of them or better items, basically. We'll go ahead and we'll open this one up just for the sake of reference. I usually don't open up these, because now we've wasted our key, and if we come across another item door in the next area, that's going to come back to haunt us a little bit. And as you can see, blowing up the TNT Crates, pretty good. These guys are These guys are annoying. They basically chase you down. They take quite a bit of damage if you're using a base character and not someone with a lot of... Boom! Right there is good, though. Try to lure those over towards the sides a bit, but... knew that was coming. There we go. Eliminate a few more that way. TNT crates take 2 to 3 shots to explode. Those guys take usually about 5. I always end up... See, thank you very much, Game Karma. We got a nickel. Now we have 18 coins to start. That's pretty good. I always end up putting out all these flames with my tears, which is what you fight with, and Isaac. Because sometimes I'll even do this again. Oh man, that was a terrible one to get. 1 penny and a half a heart we can't use. I always put out all the flames and all the piles of poop simply because you never know what is going to be inside. It could be something really nice. See, we should have saved that key, actually, and got in there because we have enough money to actually buy something. These locked doors, like the one to the north, are usually filled with things such as either greed, who is one of the 7 deadly sins, which is a boss door. Very nasty trick. We'll go ahead and we'll open it up to see. A library, which is what we have here. With the Book of Belial, which will automatically make us a tad bit stronger. Telepathy for dummies. For instance, this will give us homing tears. These tears would home in on people. Pretty nice, not worth it in my estimation, but I am bad at the game, so don't take my advice. I'm an idiot. This only lasts for 1 room, just so you know. Same thing with Book of Belial, which is what we're going to take. I will showcase my little unicorn, though, which I actually like. Then basically, along with this jam and music, we would end up hitting an enemy and doing quite a bit of damage. You'll notice, by the way, that the meter right up here to the right of the space bar is fully charged for this item. This one is completely empty. How you recharge that is you clear a room completely of its enemies. So you go through, you fucking knock it out, boom, bada bing, bada bang. You're absolutely in the clear. For this, though, we have a full Book of Belial. This is Pin. Pin is very similar to the boss from the third... or no, it wasn't the third. Which one was it? It was the second? Or was it the third? See, now I'm crossing up my... I want to say it was the second. I'm crossing up my gaming history. What I'm talking about is the A Link to the Past. The second Light World dungeon in A Link to the Past. With the little snakes that pop out of the ground. I don't know their names either. I'm not a wizard with names. You should know this by now. If you don't, go fuck yourself. But that's similar to that, though. He springs up from the dirt, and you have to shoot him as he's going around. There's a tougher version of this boss later in the game that we may encounter. All this is randomly generated. Boom! Bada bing, bada bang. We got Mom's Coin Purse, which has a bunch of pills in it. But the tougher version of that boss later in the game, you can only shoot its tail to do damage, which is slightly harder, but again, though, that's one of the easier bosses. Health down. That is not the pill that I wanted, and we got 2 of them. You don't know what these pills are until you take them. You can see up here in the corner. It says question marks. Balls of Steel. That gives us 2 soul hearts. Health up. Okay, well, you win some, you lose some. Let's just not eat that pill right there. Otherwise, we will lose quite a bit of health. Before we step into there, let's go back out here. You can see on the map up here that there are quite a bit of hearts just sitting around. We can go in here. Once we grab the heart and exit the room, the heart is no longer on the map, as you can see, and as you'll see here. Boom! Disappeared, just like that. The little circular parts are coins that we have yet to collect. I'm going to say that coin... I'm not going over there for a penny, which is probably what it was. Widow is a bit tougher of a boss. As you can see, he has weird toes on his legs, which is just disgusting. Looks like my toes. Ugh. Just horrible. Push it on anybody in the world. As you can see, he's tough because he spits out spider makers, and they spit out spiders, and we're taking damage here uselessly. And I didn't even use the Book of Belial. I kind of forgot, since we're playing as Isaac, I kind of forgot that I had it. But I'll hold off on that for whenever we inevitably find a tougher opponent in the next area. And let's get down here and kill him. Boom. And we get Jesus Juice, which gives us additional range and tiers. You can see right there our stats. The first one is speed. The second one is the amount of tiers that we can throw. The third one is damage, and the fourth one is our range. And then you can see little illustrations of all the items that we've collected. Mom's Coin Purse, some Jesus Juice, and the Book of Belial. Oh, and look at this. We get Krampus already. This was a... then I get hit all uselessly. Oh, boy. This is just a clusterfuck. I'm happy that this is starting so poorly. The room that we entered, I was going to give you a little tutorial, but apparently that isn't going to happen. Oh, shut up, Krampus. This is a interestingly tough little boss. Usually, though, we can make a deal with the devil and sacrifice some of our hearts for additional, usually offensive-based weapons. So it would be like, hey, do you want to sacrifice 2 of your hearts? And to the point where we could never fill those up again. We would actually have to flat out sacrifice them. Oh boy. Kind of forgot where I was, paying attention to my placement on the map rather than his there, so that could have been disastrous. We'll see, though. We'll see how this shakes out. This is not going to be a pretty run, I can guarantee you that, because it's not starting well, and I'm an idiot just running right into that. It's actually difficult to continually talk while fighting a boss. Beat him, and we got my Xmas present, which is a lump of coal. And as you can see, the coal does a little bit more damage, adds some additional oomph to your tiers. So not too shabby. We walked out of there with our remaining hearts, with 5 total upgrades. Because we got the coin purse, which gave us the... well, never mind, actually. We got health down before we got health up. And Balls of Steel also helped us out. Catacombs. There's a library to the north. You can see it on our map over here. Little book indicates a library. Good to know. As you can see, now we're doing quite a bit more damage. This guy, I should have allowed him to do his thing there instead of just offing him right then and there. He will shoot bombs at you instead of spiders. These guys are little assholes. They frenetically go everywhere. It's fucking horrible. And usually they're in a longer train than that. Usually there's like 4 of them. So that, I guess that's the introductory version. That's the boss. We're not going to tackle that just yet. As for the links of these videos, I was thinking that each run could logistically be a video. These guys, I call them Greed's Head, because whenever they hit you, just like whenever Greed hits you, they take away some of your money. They're very irritating, and they can flop all around. So we got off kind of lucky there. I'm going to go ahead and bomb this. Sacrifice a bomb, which created a bridge onto there, and get a key. That way we have 3... oh, Jesus. Oh! I knew there was nowhere to run there. Ah, taking a hit. These guys will follow you around, just like the guys without eyeballs, and they will shoot bombs at you. As you can see right there. Very dangerous. Tough enemy. A lot of times, it looks as though they're not going to be able to hit you with that range, just like that. Well demonstrated, Zoop. Making retards everywhere proud with this run. And, oh boy. We're getting stuck with pretty decent enemies here to start. I'm going to go ahead and use the Book of Belial because I'm going to get hit here. This is our last hope to survive this. As you can see, we're down to 1 heart. Oh boy. And we somehow managed. Let's pick up some of our items. And right here, this isn't a bad item. Roid Rage, a little bit of steroids. Our speed is increased, as you can see now. But now we're going to go have to burn... I wonder if this actually... Yeah, those doors up here offer a challenge, basically. You can grab a treasure and hope that you actually end up facing easy enemies as a result of grabbing that treasure. But usually you need a soul heart in order to activate those. Which we do not! We barely have 1 heart. We have half a heart. Alright, so what we're going to end up doing, we have 22 in cash. Let's go in here, see what we have. I'm gonna grab this. This is Steam Sale. And as you can see now I have a little price tag on my neck. That gives us 50% off at the shops, which is pretty good. What we're going to do here, I'm going to do that in hopes that we actually end up surviving this. Pestilence. Not too hard of a boss to get, in my opinion. He shoots out little cute maggots, though, that want to eat you all the time, which can be problematic. And he shoots out the chubby maggots that end up trying to shoot you. But the good news is I've usually found that he ends up killing the majority of his own enemies with those bombs. And once you eliminate his head, then he can only shoot these flies. Yep, better get back a little bit. Another strategy that I like doing is lounging forward. I feel like it causes the tears to come out a lot faster. There's a cube of meat. If you get 3 of these, you can stack them, and it will actually make a real-life meat boy who chases enemies around and automatically damages them. The second form will shoot projectiles, some meat tears, as it were. Oh boy! All right. Oh boy! All right. Yeah, come on! Yeah, get some! Oh boy, they got some. I don't like it. Okay, I'm gonna sacrifice a bomb here and create a bridge. That way we can grab whatever is in here. Hopefully hearts. No. Okay, well, I wasted a bomb and I gained a bomb, so no harm, no foul. Oh, jeez. I always hate dealing with these guys, because whenever they hit you, they take your money. Which you saw earlier, but I don't know if you were actually paying attention to it. Because you're not very observant. I don't know if anybody's ever told you that, but you're kind of shitty. Oh, and... that's something else that they frequently do. I won't waste a bomb for that just yet, and I may come to rue that decision. Oh boy! Alright. We're lucky that these guys haven't started spreading all out and around yet. Very nice. Played that well. Oh boy. As you can see, those bigger flies, they are somewhat stationary. And that is the largest form of the flies, I believe, anyway, that I've seen up to this point. There may be like a boss or something, but they shoot the 2 projectiles just like these guys do. Oh, as you can see, by the way, I nearly got hit there, but my cube of meat blocked that, which basically the cube of meat hovers around. I see something flickering middle there. Let's see what that is. Yep, thought it was half a heart. Boom. Very nice. But not only does this actually work as a roving satellite that eliminates enemies if you get near them, which comes into play very much later, but it also can deflect, not necessarily deflect, poor choice of words. Oh boy. My own stupidity, I hope. We have 5. I'm not going to sacrifice that just yet. But it can actually knock away projectile damage, too. Not for bombs, of course, so against these guys it's fucking useless. But oh, are you kidding? I was hitting back and it wouldn't My butt was apparently stuck on something. Try not to panic here. There you go. We got speed on our side, which is lucky. Whenever these guys get you trapped in a corner is usually whenever they shoot their projectiles. What's in here? Monstro's tooth. I'll grab it and show it to you. Okay, can't use it in a room without enemies, apparently. It essentially sends a boss named Monstro down to fuck somebody up. Not necessarily my favorite. These guys blindly shoot bombs, so it's not like they chase you. They don't know where you are because they don't have a head. They just blindly throw those around. Too bad we can't reach that. That would be really nice to get, but alas, it's just there teasing us. These white flies can do damage if you get touched by them, which basically, if you knock down their poop statue, they get kind of pissed off. Which, I mean, you know, in their defense, whenever you knock down my poop statue, I also get kind of pissed off. Then they become actual flies that you can harm thereafter. As you can see right there. And they home in on you. All the red flies home in on you. Okay, we're going to use a little bit of Book of Belial here. And I will go sacrifice a bomb for that heart in a minute here. Assuming we clear this room. That way we can knock all these things out in just a couple of blows. If they ever actually fucking showed up. There we go. Bombs. Boo. I'm just gonna blow this up on a hunch. Okay, nothing was there. Fair enough. Fair enough, game. Gonna blow this one up on a hunch. And hunch fulfilled. Secret door. We enter here. Look at all the monies we're swimming in. Now we can go open up, now that we have 23 monies. Dollars. It's not actually dollars, guys. It's cents, but for little Isaac, that's a lot of money, right? Here we go. We will, I'll go ahead and I'll sacrifice a bomb to have one whole heart. That would have been the smarter way to go, but what are you gonna do? I kind of forgot which side the stone was on to where we would have to blow it up, so... And we just got screwed. I thought we were going into a, into a shop, and instead we are fighting greed, which is not a good outcome here. Greed is one of the, greed is the toughest of all the sins, in my opinion. Because the tri-shot is tough to hit, in my opinion. Some people, I've seen people absolutely dominate it, but... And we did well there, mainly because he wasn't super greed or anything like that. Hello there, Martin. Apparently I forgot to turn off Skype, so... Oh well, this is going to be like any of my Xbox Live videos. You're going to have random cameos from people on Skype, apparently. Oh man, it's the Hollow. The Hollow bounces back and forth constantly. Sort of like a game of Arkanoid, but deadlier and more sexy. There we go. Just gotta watch your step, and apparently, occasionally they will change their route too, which is another awful thing about them. You'll see them take a slanted route. See, right there he just changed it up, and right there he changed it up upon getting destroyed. I like trying to take out one of these guys at a time, because that way you have less friction to worry about, as we just did. And I don't ever bother chasing them, they'll come to me, is how I figure it. And... oh! Thought that might have been it. There you go. Now it's it. The Cat O' Tails! Speed shot up. And here is what I wanted to showcase. If we grabbed either of these things, we would die instantly because we don't have the hearts for them. Or actually, it may end up eating the empty heart container that we have. Either way, I'm not a fan of brimstone, which is what this is. We'll get it eventually, and I'll explain it then. This will give you 9 lives, but it will also knock your heart container down to 1. So, in my opinion, really bad item. Onto the depths. Alright, let's see what we have. Which way? Up or left? Tell me. We're going up. Oh boy. These guys work as like roving bombs. And as you can see, the red things in the middle just shoot blood every direction. In my opinion, probably the deadliest of all of those things. The spider makers are tough, but the blood ones are kind of unpredictable. Ooh, look at this. This is a old boss from one of the earlier stages that we didn't come across. This is Fistula. And as you can see, he sort of breaks off into many separate things. You have to take them out, and then they become little maggots that chase you and want to nom your brains. Going up again. Oh boy, these guys are assholes. Some of the harder enemies in the game, in my estimation. They home in on where you are and fall down. I really have a lot of trouble with these guys. Mainly because I'm impatient, I think. Oh boy. Nearly. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm ill-suited, ill-equipped to oh, and that's our game. Dear Diary, today I died. I was killed by this thing in some dark place. I leave all that I own to my cat Guppy. Which, by the way, Guppy's dead, so I hate to tell you, but goodbye, cruel world. XOXO, Isaac. I like that he left all of this stuff to his dead cat. That's more or less what most people do, right? I mean, that's what I'm gonna do. Fuck charity. All that shit's going to my cats, who will probably be dead fucking 25 years by the time I die. So, you know, to each their own, I guess, right? With that, we have completed our first introductory video of The Binding of Isaac. This will probably be a supersized series, tackling each run as I go in its entirety. We'll see. Could be fun that way. Or I could just stretch it out and eat up all the profits whenever I inevitably get some revenue stream on here. Who knows? The possibilities are endless. Either way, I hope you've enjoyed this introductory episode to The Binding of Isaac. I am ZoopSoul. Go fuck yourself.